The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Have you ever hit snooze on your alarm and rushed through the day? If you're ready to break free from this routine, the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma offers a powerful solution. Sharma argues that waking up at 5 a.m. can boost productivity, health, and happiness. Through a compelling story, he reveals how a structured morning routine can lead to success. Mr. Robin Sharma's book The Monk Who Sold the Ferrari and the Wealth Money Can't Buy is another exciting and valuable book for mankind. Chapter 1, The Dangerous Deed. 1 year ago, a woman in her late 30s was a successful entrepreneur, but now her life has turned sour. She spent approximately half of her life in her own company, which she established, and is now forced to find a new job. She now perceives that life has betrayed her and that she deserves much better. She wants to commit suicide now, and wish to swallow lots of sleeping pills to eliminate life problems. Her mother offered her a ticket to a personal optimization conference. Her perspective was different in the past. Entrepreneurs generally laughed at people who attended social events, calling them broken-winged. She wonders what a different kind of guru would say when we already know everything we need to be successful and prolific. Now, she has to rethink her opinion. She did not have many options, either she had to take sleeping pills or go to a personal optimization conference. She was in a dilemma. What should she choose? Occasionally, we also encounter difficulties, but we're unable to make the right decision. We require someone who genuinely advises us according to our situation. We may be intelligent and mature enough to tackle a situation, but we need some light knowledge in our darkened lives. Thought situation. Chapter 2, A Daily Philosophy on Becoming Legendary. Chapter 2 opens with a motivational speaker or philosopher. He is a great speaker and a fantastic spellbinder. He is widely known as the best executive coach in the world. He is in his 80s and renowned for his inspiration and legendary leadership. His message showed ordinary people how to succeed at the highest business level and still have the magic of a prosperous life. This is where a struggling artist and disillusioned entrepreneur attend a seminar. Chapter 1. Spellbinder gave valuable teachings to ordinary people who felt defeated. These were not ordinary people, but situations made them weak for the time being. The spellbinder spoke to the thousands of people in the hall. If you're going to do something, do it to your full potential. Be elite. Reach the top 5%. Don't do what the other 95% of people do. You are born with the opportunities and responsibility to become legendary. Life's too short to play small with your talents. The great men and women of the world were all givers, not takers. During his conversation with the audience, he took a moment to pause. His breathing became short, and his face was full of sweat. After experiencing a stressful moment, he carefully seated himself in his chair and disposed of the microphone he had held in his left hand. He proceeded with his speech and addressed the audience. You are living a successful life. I know it well, but it wasn't easy to see success. You may have broken up many times and the thought comes to leaving work. Many times, people you trust hurt you. You have also had your ideals destroyed. You are more powerful than you assume about yourself. Many abundant opportunities are waiting for you. This is the result of your hard work, which you deserve. You are where you are now, and you are enjoying it. You meet many toxic people and face difficult situations. Just because you are here, this is the phase in which you increase your ability and try for success. The event that happened in your life was no coincidence. There was something good behind that. A philosopher says, strictness is good, and difficulties are necessary. If you defeat the challenges, you will become a great person. Don't limit yourself. Learn from the difficulties that you face. During this conversation, he lost control, experienced shortness of breath, and suddenly fell on the floor. Chapter 3, An Unexpected Encounter with a Surprising Stranger. Good things happen when you meet a stranger. It is a little strange, but when we meet strangers, something good happens, and they are connected to our destiny. When we first met them, it became a close relationship. In this chapter, we will discuss how 3 strangers met for the first time in the seminar and the turning point of their lives. One is a woman entrepreneur who lied to everybody when she came to the seminar. She told everyone that there was only one reason she came, to listen to and examine this great philosopher. The second person is an artist who wants to improve his creativity and multiply his capabilities so that his painting can inspire others. The third person is a homeless man. He was a little wired, like he hadn't been saved from decay, dressing sense, and stained cloth. The entrepreneur and the artist were seated together for the first time. He said, "Do you think Guru's croaked to start the conversation with the artist?" They both turned back. Women entrepreneurs and artists looked at him and saw his condition. He has great confidence in his eyes instead of shabby clothes. They all shared their experiences. The third person said that Guruji told me the secret of success and taught me how to establish and respect the morning routine. Chapter 4, Letting Go of Mediocrity and All That's Ordinary. This story is related to 3 people who don't know each other. The first person is an entrepreneur lady who feels hopeless about living. Second is a successful and restless painter who wants to be a great person. A third person appears homeless and dressed in shabby clothes, but he is more confident, talks big, and thinks he is king. A third person shard boasts about the great morning routine and the benefits it can bring, such as mental, physical, and emotional health. Early morning's first hour is when you can make yourself a hero. It is the best way to defeat your weakness and fear. Morning positive energy is very high, and you can achieve whatever you want regarding health, spirituality, and knowledge. As you may have heard, our elder told the student to study in the early morning. It gives the best results. Start your day early, as before you wake up now. It would be the first step towards your goal. It will boost your energy throughout the day and maximize your work. Own your morning and elevate your life. The painter starts a recorded voice of Guruji, and all 3 start listening. Guruji's voice spread throughout the air. He said the world will attract you, and then you have to leave the distracted thoughts and digital dementia. And you have to focus only on your own goal. Motivate yourself. We are all here to do something great and make history. But how many people did it? The tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside of us while we live. The homeless man said, "My special teacher taught me that once we change our primary relationship with ourselves, we'll also find that our relationships with other people, work, income, and impact change. Most people can't stand themselves. If we live in the heart of a single person, then we are not dead. When your next generation respects you with love, that is real life. This is the absolute truth. Instead of that, few people can do this. In today's life, most people spend their necessary precise time on useless work like mobile. Furthermore, it creates lots of trouble and problems. The leading cause is we waste our precious time. Make your morning routine like it improves your day and your coming life." After listening to this, the lady became emotional and said this was true and suited me. Chapter 5, A Bizarre Adventure into Morning Mastery. The homeless person said, "I would be happy to coach you a few mornings at my oceanside compound. I will show you my morning routine, and then you both will understand the benefits of waking up early. You can't imagine how many beautiful changes will come into your life, and you will enjoy my company. He showed them his muscles and said, I exercise daily at sea beach in the early morning. Your journey will be more adventurous, you will join the 5 a.m. club and maximize your work potential. I have achieved a lot in terms of health and wealth, and I will also teach you what I learned from my Guruji. I would be happy if you accepted my proposal. I want to teach you because joining 5 clubs takes a little bit of time. I will also send you my private plane to receive you. Both the lady and painter were surprised by what this homeless person said. They know he is slightly different and confident, but his dressing sense says something else. They were a little confused about whether he was telling the truth or he was boasting. They both realized they needed changes and accepted the proposal. Chapter 6, A Fight to Peak Productivity and Indefectibility. After a long time, they wake up, see the morning sun, and soon become irate, thinking, maybe that homeless person made us a fool. Who else proposes to the stranger suddenly? They see the luxury car Rolls-Royce and white-dressed car driver. He greets them and puts their language into the car. Painter asked the driver, where is that homeless person? The driver said, Mr. Riley dresses in very unassuming clothes. He wants to become humble and polite, but his behavior is also strangely attractive. Yesterday, you met the richest person in the world who looked terrible in his clothes. Now, both were surprised. Soon, they reached a private plane. 5AC is written on it. What does 5AC stand for here? 5AC stands for 5 a.m. Club. They enjoyed their travel and reached Mauritius. A new driver tells them the dive rules to them. Rule 1. A distraction addiction is the end of your creative productivity. Empire makers and history creators take one house for themselves, in the serenity beyond the clutches of complexity, to prepare themselves for the world-class day. Rule 2. Excuses breed no genius. Just because you haven't installed the early rising habit before doesn't mean you can't do it now. Release your rationalizations and remember that small daily improvements lead to stunning results when done consistently over time. Rule 3. All changes are complex at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. You were first found difficult in everything you now find easy. With consistent practice, getting up with the sun will become your new regular and automatic. Rule 4. To achieve the results the top 5% of producers have, you must start doing what 95% of people are unwilling to do. As you start living like this, the majority will call you crazy. Remember that being labeled a freak is the price of greatness. Rule 5. When you feel like surrendering, continue. Triumph loves the relentless. Finally, a luxurious car stopped in front of the big house like Mehul. They saw a person standing near the sea. They both approached the person and were surprised. Spellbinder and a homeless person were standing there. Chapter 7, Preparation for a Transformation begins in Paradise. Both were happy and surprised when the lady told Spellbinder, we were in your seminar. We listened to your speech, and you are wonderful. She introduced herself and briefly told her story about how she became defeated and became demotivated, and how she wanted to finish her life. She told the Spellbinder how she became motivated and now full of positivity and willing to live her life. Spellbinder became thankful and replied to the lady that he was only a medium and knew only some techniques, but all efforts were yours. I teach many people, but only a few follow me and learn new things. This is how you transform yourself from prison. You become so happy after 1 year because you started from today. Now, Painter said, we were so afraid when you fainted and fell on the floor. They all sat on the sand. Now, the Spellbinder gives more valuable lessons. and said, I am here to renew and refuel with you. Don't chase money, enjoy life with luxury, like your dream home and car, but don't be addicted. When something related to this is lost, it doesn't impact you much. Everything is an illusion. It can be lost anytime, nothing is permanent in this world. Money not only makes you rich. To be rich, you should be disciplined, courageous, faithful, and sympathetic and live according to your rules. Spellbinder was happy to see both of them and knew very well that his student, Mr. Riley, had invited them and wanted to teach them the best life principle. And I am pleased that Riley wants to spread my knowledge among the others and wants to help. Be ready, both of you, for your new beginning. Chapter 8, The 5 a.m. Method, the Morning Routine of World Builders. The next day, at 5, Mr. Riley introduced himself. My name is Stone Riley, and I like people who are punctual about timing. Today, he was wearing beautiful clothes and greeted them with warm regards. He was an extraordinary man with good muscles. He said, you both are courageous people who believed a beggar-like person and came here. Both became thankful to Mr. Riley and said it was an incredible journey in their life until now. They both have numerous questions about how Mr. Riley became so rich, how he learned to wake up early in the morning, and how they helped him to do so. How he builds so big empires. And what is the secret to waking up at 5 a.m. Then Mr. Riley explains how his Guruji helped him learn. However, Mr. Riley's father wants him to wake up early and help him with his work, but this has not happened. Then he meets a spellbinder, his Guruji, a great speaker. After waiting 3 years, he teaches Mr. Riley how this 1 hour can benefit others before waking them up. Waking up early transformed his life. Researchers said this habit is a keystone that helps change patterns in work. It required lots of self-discipline. Sometimes, you feel very lazy and have a headache, but when you adopt this habit, you feel terrific. After some time, you feel good and much better every day, and then you have time for yourself and betterment. You are never late, and this can solve everyday problems. If you utilize this time wisely, you will feel 2 times more creative and energetic. I felt that energy, and I understand the benefits of waking up early. My Guruji also told me how to utilize time effectively. Waking up early is not enough. The spellbinder revealed to me the 20-20-20 formula, in which we divide 1 hour into 3 parts, 20-20-20. Split your victory hour 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. into 3 20-minute slots, first through movement intense exercise, then through a period of reflection and solitude, and then through a period of growth and education. Chapter 9, A Framework for the Expression of Greatness. It was 5 a.m. and everyone was present, Mr. Riley, a lady, and a painter. The billionaire pointed a bottle in the ocean. He picked it up, had a message inside it, and told his students to read it. The 3-step success formula. Better awareness, learning and growing. Better choices, implementation, execution. Better results, income, impact. This method was very effective and successful when I started learning from my Guruji. Now, Riley has begun teaching. All parts are interlinked, so I want you to stay focused. You will understand the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Your decision makes your results. Most of the time, you see young people in the office watching their phones. If they waste their time, they will not be productive and creative. They are losing that time. We must understand how we behave at the workstation and at home. We must have some self-awareness. The true depth of your thinking, behavior, and delivery. My Guruji calls it GCA, Gargantuan Competitive Advantage. It means taking advantage from inside the ground of any spot. It's easy to get used to it in business nowadays. Because rare people are working to reach the top of the business, greatness is rare worldwide. Try to do something daily, as great people and companies do. Consistency and regular efforts are required. Small achievements every day create great successes. People rarely have patience. And we have to know its importance. For further information, please refer to our quotes on the power of patience and silence quotes. Chapter 10, The Four Focuses of History Makers. Like every day, it was a beautiful morning. Mr. Riley was already there in a meditation position. As Mr. Riley raised his hand, one of his servants came with some paper and handed it over to him, and without saying anything, he returned. He gave this paper to his guest, who is now his student. Today S was not full of jokes, he seemed a bit serious. Riley asked the lady a question, "Who will cry when you die?" The lady was surprised. He said to the lady, "We all live like that. We will never die. And we should forget how much time we wasted." Lady asked, "Why you are talking like this today?" He replied that we all want time for ourselves but waste it side by side. We waste our time on online shopping, mobile, TV and social media apps. These apps will not return our time. History Maker Focus 1, Capitalization IQ. The Mogul also explained the concept of capitalization, which was developed by the eminent psychologist James Flynn. A famous performer is not only good because of their natural talent, but also because they use their potential well. Mr. Riley observed, they had less innate skill than their competition. Their commitment and drive to maximize whatever strangeness they had made them iconic. History Maker Focus 2, Freedom from Distraction. Mr. Riley explained that distraction is the result of a lack of creative activity. Today, it's essential to discuss this. I've decided to talk about how important it is to win the war against diversion and cyber nuisance because it's a severe issue in our culture. The internet completely controls our society. We are also like machines, and our relationships have fewer emotions and feelings for each other. New technologies and social media are reducing our productive potential and training us to be less human. We have fewer honest conversations, genuine connections, and fewer meaningful interactions. Most people like to waste time on useless things. We know that we should not waste time on zero-value work, but we don't actually emotionally defeat this bad habit. Due to this factor, individuals are less productive and commit more errors. History Maker Focus 3, Personal Mastery Practice. The billionaire walked his two students and told them they would go swimming with the dolphins today if they visited him in Mauritius. It was time to keep my promise, and we went to a village nearby, where two young fishermen were waiting for us. It will be surprising and most memorable for you when you start your day before a rising run by waking up at 5. You should have trained yourself to do work on 4 elements: mindset, heartset, healthset, soulset. These 4 are the foundation of the energy in any human. History Maker Focus 4, Day Stacking. All days are important. Remember that each prized day represents your precious life in miniature. We are all so focused on our futures that we usually forget how important it is to have a single day. Yet, what we are doing today is creating our future. It's like making a sailboat. Gradually doing work every day opens new ways in life. If you make one improvement every day, it will become 365% over 365 days 1 year. You can also read the 10x rule summary. Make your day meaningful. Every day, you will achieve small success, and eventually, it will become a big success. The spellbinder describes such daily personal and professional optimizations as micro-wins. Being regular is as essential as breathing oxygen in life. So, consistency in your work is the key to success. Chapter 11, Navigating the Tides of Life. The lady entrepreneur's good days have started. First, she meets the spellbinder, then the painter, and then Mr. Riley, who is now his teacher. She did not feel like a machine, she felt more human here and talked to the people well. She was confident now that she would meet her investors. She wants to sail with the painter, now, both have feelings for each other. She shared her personal conversations, including her parents' divorce and her company partner's defeat. It was not easy for that lady to share. The next day, again, they meet at 5 a.m. There, Mr. Riley has a surprise for them. He is flying a private plane that he owns. He said we were going to Agra, the ancient city, to see the Taj Mahal. They both had many questions about why we suddenly went to Agra. I will teach you a new chapter there. Let us come and enjoy the trip. Chapter 12, The Habit Installation Protocol. All three were standing in front of the Taj Mahal. It was as beautiful as a poem and ghazal. I was the symbol of love. Mr. Riley said, I love India and its culture. I will tell you my Guruji's teaching. Great people are not only those born into royal families. Their hard work and dedication make them great. And their patience limit makes them different. We have to adopt that behavior, which helps us succeed. Mr. Riley raised his hand, and a servant came. He gave both of them a pashmina shawl. It had something written on it. Both students focused more closely on it. They could see the 5-3-1 creed of willpower. What did the handcrafted stitching say? Mr. Riley said it was about the 5 scientific truths behind excellent habits. Truth 1, world-class willpower doesn't just happen by accident, it's learned through constant practice. Getting up at dawn is great for self-control training. Truth 2, personal discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it grows. Therefore, the samurai of self-regulation actively create conditions of hardship to build their natural power. Truth 3, like other muscles, willpower weakens when tired. Recovery is, therefore, absolutely necessary for expressing mastery and managing decision fatigue. Truth 4, installing any great habit follows a 4-part pattern for automating the routine. Follow it rigorously for lasting results. Truth 5, increasing self-control in one area of life elevates self-control in all areas. This is why joining a 5A.M club is a transformative habit that will elevate all other activities. The 3 values of Habit Maker. Value 1, victory demands consistency and persistency. Value 2, following through on what is started determines the size of the personal respect that will be generated. Value 3, how you practice in private is precisely how you'll perform once you're in public. Mr. Riley then gave them this shawl and advised them to read the rules carefully. Then they saw the beautiful Taj Mahal. He was sharing his knowledge with them, side by side. There is a formula for making a new habit. The trigger, the ritual, the reward, and the repetition. This simple model is based on the latest studies on forming habits. The guard who led the 3 companions into the structure walked in and, after a while, pulled out a chart. He shone his flashlight onto it and told them, as you stick with your patience, you will arrive at the final, which will be a wonderful stage, integration. According to the research data from the University College London, the exercise takes approximately 66 days. The spellbinder calls this powerful fact the 66-day minimum. It takes 60 days of training to form a new habit, so don't quit after a few days, weeks, or even 2 months. Chapter 13, The 5 a.m. Club learns the 2020 formula. This chapter begins with Rome. Rome is in my veins. Its energy courses through my blood, and its unique type of magic reset my spirit, the billionaire said as his jet taxied along the tarmac of that city's private airport. Today is the most important day for Mr. Riley to teach them the essential rule of getting up early and using the time between 5 and 6 a.m. I am very fortunate to be able to teach you and feel that you are like a family member. This power comes from a formula called 20-20-20. Again, Mr. Riley raised his hand, and his helper brought a paper. He opened the paper and said, "We divided 60 minutes into this 20-20-20. 20-20-20 formula. You have to do some good moments and exercise to have a better body. In a second, 20 minutes, you must think about your physical and mental health and practice the natural process of breathing. It will build your confidence, which is essential after exercise. In the last 20 minutes, you have to focus on yourself. This will benefit you in that you can read a book, write an article, listen to a broadcast, or read book summaries. You will also find book summaries within 20 minutes. Improve your relationship. Find out what you want to change inside you. In the last 20 minutes, focus on self-improvement, which will impact your future. This is the best time to study. Life is based on what you give, and you will get, so when you become great or more prosperous, kindly contribute to society's welfare. Chapter 14, The Essentialism of Sleep. Today, we will meet some dead people. Again, Mr. Riley raised his hand into the air. Now, 3 people came up to them with 3 scooters. Mr. Riley said, "Trust me," and sat on their respective scooters. They walked through the old streets of Rome and reached the Pyramid of Cestius, built between 18 and 12 BC as a tomb. The painter asked, "What is this?" He said, "We're in the catacombs, which are where the ancient Romans buried their dead." "And why are we here then?" a person visited from the dark. They became afraid. After seeing him clearly, they found he was a spellbinder. Spellbinder said, "I want to share something with you that we are a proper palace to discuss this thing. The blue light emitted from our tool technology reduces the amount of melatonin within us. Melatonin is a chemical that informs your body that it needs to get sleep. No doubt, constantly checking your gadgets throughout the day can adversely affect the cognitive abilities you have acquired. Getting enough sleep is essential to be creative and do good work." The spellbinder said, "If you don't sleep well, you won't be able to wake up early, and can't follow the 20-20-20 formula. You didn't feel energetic, and it affected your productivity as well. It also impacts your health." All of a sudden, Mr. Riley sees the fingers of both of their students. They are engaged and planning to get married soon. Chapter 15, 10 Tactics of Lifelong Genius. The 3 gathered in Sao Paulo for the lady and the artist's wedding ceremony. Both were thankful to Mr. Riley for this beautiful marriage function arrangement. They were both following the rule of the 5 a.m. Club. Mr. Riley gifted a painting of their marriage. It was precious, not because it was expensive, but because there were 10 tactics of lifelong genius mentioned. Both the entrepreneur and the artist read the following under the 10 tactics of lifelong genius model. Tactic 1, the tight bubble of total focus TBTF. Tactic 2, the 90-91 rule. Tactic 3, the 60-10 method. Tactic 4, the daily 5 concept. Tactic 5, the second wind workout. Tactic 6, the 2 massage protocol 2MP. Tactic 7, Traffic University. Tactic 8, the Dream Team Technique. Tactic 9, the Weekly Design System WDs. Tactic 10, the 60-minute students. Chapter 16, embraces the twin cycles of elite performance. In this chapter, Mr. Riley tells how to protect the 5 assets of genius. The billionaire taught them a lesson as they rode together. It is important to balance elite personal performance with deep self-renewal for sustained masterful achievement. Stone Riley presented the husband and wife with another learning model. The twin cycle of elite performance. Mental focus. Physical energy. Personal willpower. Original willpower. Daily time. The billionaire taught that extraordinary creative production without calibrated human asset protection leads to a noticeable performance reduction. You must learn to work intensely and brilliantly with deep rest and recovery to remain fresh and strong for a longer career. The legendary performance equation, pressure refueling equals growth plus endurance. Mr. Riley shares more secrets with the newly married couple. Fell heaven on an earth. The billionaire's maxim. To create magic in the world, own the magic within yourself. Collect miraculous experience over material things. Failure inflates fearlessness. Proper use of your primal power creates your personal utopia. Avoid bad people. Money is the fruit of generosity, not scarcity. Optimal health. Maximize your power to produce magic. Continue raising your life standards to be absolutely world-class. Deep love yields unconquerable joy. Heaven on earth is a state, not a place. Tomorrow is a bonus, not a right. Chapter 17, members become heroes of their lives. The spellbinder said, all the best men and women in the world have one thing in common: extreme suffering. Choosing to use their circumstances to heal, purify, and lift themselves helped them become great. The spellbinder then pulled out a learning model from his jacket, the final one the 2 students would see. It was called the Heroic Human Cycle, the 7 virtues of world changers. Bravery. Forgiveness. Integrity. Understanding. Sincerity. Politeness. Humility. Epilogue. Now, let us discuss what happened with the characters of this book. After a few months, Mr. Riley died. He was at the Rome City cottage with her daughter and his Guruji. He suffered from a crucial disease, and only Spellbinder knows about it. He donated all of his property except for the Mauritius house. He gave it to a couple, a lady and a painter. The successful lady entrepreneur lives beautifully with her husband artist. Now, that artist has become more successful. He was the top painter. He left the habit of procrastination forever. He had a child, Stone, who was a very sincere boy. Spellbinder is still alive and still giving teaching to the people, and he is fit and fine.